Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into a complete masterclass on how to navigate the hidden depths of Minneapolis and Hennepin County real estate data. Look, whether you're an experienced investor, a contractor, a real estate attorney, an heir, or literally just a home buyer trying to avoid an expensive mistake, this is your practical guide. We're going to break down how public property record systems actually work. By the end of this, you'll have insider-level research methods that can save you a ton of time, keep money in your pocket, and seriously help you avoid a massive headache. So what is your property actually hiding beneath the surface? Most people searching property records just scroll through basic listings, look at some nice photos, and call it a day. But surface-level searches completely miss the critical details hidden inside public databases. If you're only looking at commercial real estate portals, you are absolutely flying blind. You're missing out on the official, documented reality of a property, and that reality dictates its true value, its legal standing, and frankly, its potential liabilities.
These public records are basically a hidden gold mine. If you know how to look, you can uncover the whole shebang: a property's complete ownership history, exact parcel information, deed transfers, and mortgage filings. You can actually spot unpermitted work, zoning code violations, judgments, and even foreclosure filings that could save you thousands of dollars. It's all right there, completely public, if you just know which digital filing cabinet to pry open.
Okay, here's our roadmap for this explainer. We'll start with the two jurisdictions, then move to mastering the search tools, tackle abstract versus torrens, break down taxes and fees, dig into court records, and wrap up with protection.
All right, Section 1, the two jurisdictions. The fundamental absolute rule of Minneapolis real estate is this: you must always conduct dual jurisdictional searches.
You really can't rely on just one database here. The responsibilities are strictly split. The city of Minneapolis handles the physical and operational stuff. Think zoning compliance, building permits, code violations, and rental licensing. You'll find all of that through their PINS tool. On the flip side, Hennepin County governs the legal and financial side of things. They assess property values, levy real estate taxes, manage parcel configurations, and officially record the deeds and mortgages.
Moving on to Section 2, mastering the search tools. Now that we know where the info lives, we need to learn the actual terminology to navigate these kind of confusing government databases.
The single most important term you need to know is the PID. Property addresses can be super messy, right? Street names change, or maybe multiple buildings are sitting on one single lot. Because of this, professionals rely on the PID. That's the 13-digit property identification number. You can easily find it on annual tax statements, and it is literally the ultimate key to unlocking county-level valuation, tax databases, and GIS mapping tools.
So here's how this builds into a practical workflow for you. Start your search with a basic street address and a city's PINS tool, just to locate your 13-digit PID. Got it? Okay, then take that PID and plug it right into the Hennepin County Property Information Search and their interactive GIS maps. Doing this lets you visually verify parcel boundaries, check current and prior year taxes, and access the underlying tax records directly from the county assessors and recorders' offices.
Aside from the PID, you're also going to need the exact legal description of the property. Now, this isn't just the street address. It's the exact geographical definition, like the addition name, block, and lot, that's used on official deeds to dictate legal boundaries. You absolutely need this to cross-reference historical records, verify special assessments, and pull the correct deed. This is especially true when you're searching in person at the county's self-service kiosks.
Okay, Section 3, Abstract versus Torrens. This is probably the biggest and honestly most confusing quirk you need to understand about Minnesota real estate.
The state actually runs two completely parallel systems for recording land ownership. About 45% of parcels in Hennepin County are registered under the torrent system, while the rest fall under the traditional abstract system. Under abstract, a title examiner has to trace a historical chain of deeds spanning 40-plus years, which can be vulnerable. Torrens, however, relies on a definitive state-backed certificate of title that explicitly lists the current owner and all active encumbrances. And get this, Torrens property is immune to adverse possession. That means a neighbor literally can't legally claim your land just because they built their fence over the property line 15 years ago.
Knowing which system your property falls under is absolutely crucial because of filing errors. If you accidentally file a torrents document in the abstract index or vice versa, your filing is legally invalid. It's essentially unreported. That completely clouds your title and can easily delay a closing or ruin a transaction entirely. So always check the county GIS map to verify your property's title system before you submit any documents.
Which brings us to Section 4, Taxes and Fees.
Once you've identified the correct title system, you've got to know how the county assesses values and exactly what they charge to record your paperwork.
Here's the good news. Whether your property is abstract or torrens, Hennepin County enforces a flat $46 standard recording fee per real estate document. Mortgages, deeds, assignments, liens, they all cost $46 to record, and extra pages don't cost you extra. Just a quick heads up though, updating multiple torrent certificates of title might hit you with some extra memorial fees.
For property transfers, you're also going to pay a state deed tax. The standard Minnesota rate is 0.33% of the purchase price. But Hennepin County tacks on an additional 0.01% surcharge for its Environmental Response Fund. So when you're conveying real property in the county, your total deed tax rate will be 0.34% on the sale price.
Next up is Section 5, Court Records. We've talked a lot about county property portals, but what about the records that don't immediately show up there?
To find hidden dangers that can attach to a property, you have to search the Minnesota Judicial Branch's 4th District Court records. This is where you dig up judgments, divorce settlements, probate cases, civil contract disputes, and foreclosure filings. A judgment entered against a property owner can literally become a lien on their real estate. That's exactly why smart buyers and lenders always check state court records before closing.
And hey, if you're an heir, a researcher, or maybe a journalist doing some historical excavation, the records go back way over a century. You can dig into the 1884 to 1974 building permit index cards managed by the Hennepin County Library to find original architects and construction dates. You can also search historical city directories to track down past occupants. Oh, and definitely check out the Just Deeds program to identify and legally discharge historical racial covenants that might still be hiding in a property's abstract.
Finally, Section 6, Protection. Now that you're armed with all these professional research techniques, let's talk about how to defend those assets from misuse and scams.
First off, you need to know where to get your data efficiently. Everyday homeowners can request free electronic copies of their deeds or torrent certificates just by emailing the county at recordsrequest@hennepin.us. Or you can use the free self-service kiosks right at the government center. However, professionals managing high volume usually rely on paid subscriptions, like Record Ease Pro, for instant document viewing. Or they hire private title abstractors to verify homestead classifications and pull comprehensive lien reports that catch those sneaky hidden special assessments and mechanics liens.
Honestly, to protect yourself from deed fraud and unauthorized liens, the absolute most important step you can take today is registering your PID for Hennepin County's free Property Watch email notification service. Once you're registered, you'll get an automatic alert whenever a deed, mortgage, or lien is recorded against your parcel. It gives you an immediate heads up so you can stop unauthorized activity in its tracks.
Real quick before we wrap up, a very important disclaimer. Please keep in mind that public databases are constantly evolving. Information availability varies heavily between agencies, and older historical records might still require a physical trip down to the courthouse. Always verify critical legal and financial matters directly with official Hennepin County offices or consult a qualified real estate attorney. We've given you the roadmap to navigate the Minneapolis and Hennepin County systems like a true insider. You now know exactly where to look, what systems to check, and how to protect yourself. So the only question left for you is, what hidden details are you going to look up first? Dive into those public records and start uncovering the truth beneath the surface.